Can you imagine standing in front of 100 strangers and sharing your life's most personal moments? Can you imagine that? That's scary, right? That's exactly what these people have done. I cannot commend you all enough. You are so incredibly brave for sharing that with us, and I'm very, very proud of you. I know we're only meeting for the first time, but I'm going to ask a personal question. You see, I'm a psychologist, so I'm good at that. How many of you know someone who has suffered because of a mental illness? Think about it, your family, your work, your friends, people in the community. I'm sure everyone in this room at least knows one person. So tell me then, why the stigma? You may think there is no stigma. Now here's the personal question. I'm going to give you a scenario. You have to be somewhere. It could be a meeting, it could be a social gathering. You can't make it. You need to call and inform them. Would you be comfortable calling and saying, sorry, I can't come today because my anxiety won't allow me to leave the house? Or would you say, I have a headache? If you're going to go with the headache story, you, my friend, are affected by stigma. You see, when you have a mental illness, it takes a strong person, a brave person, to actually speak about it honestly. But why? Because it's admitting your weakness, admitting that there is something inside of you that you alone cannot fix. It makes you feel vulnerable, and so we get scared. You see, no one's actually immune to mental illnesses, no matter who you are, where you're from, male, female, young, old, rich, poor, healthy or unhealthy. It does not discriminate, and it can affect any one of us at any time. Let me talk to you a little bit about our brain. The brain's filled with 100 billion neurons just buzzing away and sending that's how complicated it is, I can't even put it into words. It's electronically transmitting information. It's a very complex organ, perhaps the most complex one in our body. More complex, perhaps more chances of a glitch, a malfunction. That gives us even more reason to ask for help to manage it, one would think. So why is it that every time every other organ gets sick, it gets cards, it gets flowers, it gets well wishes, but not the brain? I ask myself, what is my goal here tonight? And as I said earlier, I do not want people to suffer in silence. People come to me time and time again and tell me they'd wish they had asked for help sooner, so they could have suffered less. And I don't want people to suffer alone. Suffering from a mental illness or caring for someone that has been suffering can be very isolating. The isolation encloses that person in, and they feel that they can't ask for help. But why? It's because of how society views mental health. So what can you do, or what can we do as a society to actually help this issue? We can talk about it. We can talk about mental health, and we can discuss mental health just like we talk about our physical health. We can stop the stigma by starting a conversation. Instead of becoming freaked out because you found out that friend next to you has depression and anxiety, ask him, how are you? Just like you would ask him if he had a cast on his leg, about how his leg was doing. This can actually help end the stigma, just by asking a question. Just something simple as, you don't really seem yourself today. Are you okay? Is everything okay? What's the worst that could happen? They could say, I'm fine, or it's none of your business. What's the best that could happen? You can make a difference in someone's life. You can tell that person it's going to be okay, and encourage them to go and see their GP. You see, speaking about it actually helps. Tonight, standing before you, is evidence of just that. Lastly, I'd like to thank Tim for making tonight happen. Tim came to me because he didn't want other people to suffer by themselves. He's a remarkable man. He loves giving and helping others, and I'm very, very proud of him tonight. Thank you all for coming tonight.